Labyrinth walking is a type of walking meditation. The Chartreuse form of the labyrinth has 11 circuits, and the center forms the 12th circuit. The most famous representation of the labyrinth pattern lies on the floor of the Chartres Cathedral in France and was created in 1201. The practical use of the labyrinth is to allow an individual an alternate form of meditation. This type of walking meditation can have a cumulative effect of decreasing heart rate, blood pressure, pain, and even enhanced sleep. One explanation is that actively controlling bodily or corporeal actions by rhythmic breathing effectively leads to a state of reduced stress and anxiety. This exquisite labyrinth pattern was created in 2010 and is located at the Texas State Nursing Building in Round Rock, Texas. Today, using this Chartres labyrinth pattern, I will demonstrate one of the traditional ways of walking the labyrinth. There are 4 phases to completing the labyrinth exercise. The first phase occurs prior to starting the walk. The individual should focus on what the purpose of the activity will be. The purpose is not synonymous with the goal. The goal of walking the labyrinth is simply to allow oneself to be fully immersed in the experience. The reason for initiating the exercise can be simple relaxation, unblocking a path for energy, thinking clearly, or as a form of prayer. The second phase is releasing, in which the individual dissociates from stressors and empties the mind of any thoughts. The person chooses a specific word or phrase to ritualistically recite during the procession towards the center of the pattern. It is important to be aware of the body's movement during the walk. This includes the sensation of each step with the ground and the expansion and reduction of the chest during inspiration and expiration. One may choose to follow a pattern of breaths to steps to guide the meditation, such as inhaling for 3 steps and exhaling for 3 steps. For this demonstration, I am using a pattern of taking 3 steps, followed by an upswing of my arms on the 3rd step, clapping, and taking a deep breath. For practical purposes, I am walking the labyrinth a little faster. But on that note, walking the labyrinth does not necessarily restrict the practitioner to bipedal ambulation or a specific method of tracing the pattern, and can be ideal for elderly individuals in nursing homes. A person can choose to walk, use an assistive device, or even follow the design on paper or via mental imagery. Assistive devices may involve walkers, wheelchairs, or scooters. The labyrinth exercise can be performed by anyone, anywhere, and at any time. If there is a ground-based design to follow, like the one shown here, then physical movement can be used to complete all of the circuits. The design is not difficult and is significantly different from a maze. Mazes can not only confuse elderly participants, but the general population as well. Mazes require multiple decisions to arrive to the destination, but a labyrinth has only one path to enter and one to exit. People that are immobilized due to neurological problems or musculoskeletal abnormalities can look at the labyrinth pattern on paper and outline their movement with a pencil or simply imagine themselves stepping into it. Walkers can ambulate slowly while progressing the stages, which is ideal for nursing home residents since it does not involve strenuous exercise or an increased level of flexibility. All of these scenarios achieve the same goal, which is purposeful and focused meditation through self-exploration. I will now fast forward the video so we can arrive to the 3rd stage of labyrinth walking, which is called receiving. And this stage occurs at the center of the pattern. The center is an abstract representation of unity within yourself, where one can channel into a greater presence. The practitioner can either sit or stand for as long as they wish to remain being open to energy for cleansing, mending, or revitalization of the self. Physical limitations should be observed, and a chair or supportive device may be necessary at this point. Any emotional state during this phase is completely acceptable, from complete silence to crying. The experience of the activity is determined wholly by the participant. You may notice right now in this demonstration that I do the sign of the cross, which has religious symbolism. But this is an important note. To walk the labyrinth, you do not need to pertain to any religion. The practitioner is free to receive energy from whoever and whatever they believe in, whether it be a higher power or the environment itself, etc. And now we move on to the last phase of labyrinth walking, which is called returning. This is where the person mentally joins their daily routine and society. During this stage, participants follow the pattern in the opposite direction. Participants often feel more empowered, energetic, or have a renewed outlook on life. And as you can see, now I have increased amount of energy due to this activity. And I'd like to point out that only the journey and the participant's experience of walking the labyrinth matters. The age of the participant does not. This concludes the demonstration on labyrinth walking. I hope you found it beneficial, and I hope you have a glorious day. Thank you very much.